Welcome. I am Daudi, a Quality Assurance Fellow who has worked on QA Framework Project for OpenMRS reference application during my fellowship under the mentorship of Daniel Kaiwa and Ian Bacha. In the past, there has been more manual tests done on OpenMRS reference application before releasing the next version, and this has been a tiresome work. And so QA Framework Project aimed at developing automated tests that can support releases and also maintain platform and reference application in the long run. QA Framework is an OpenMRS behavior-driven development known as BDD, Quality Assurance Framework, which uses Cucumber for its BDD test case descriptions. BDD largely uses a simple domain-specific natural language known as DSL to represent the test cases, and Cucumber uses Gherkin to document scenarios known as user stories. Here is the project architecture. The first one is to describe or to document the scenarios known as user stories in the future file. These scenarios clearly indicate what the user can do or what the user does on a system functionality. And then number two, that is automating, includes ensuring that the steps that have been written in the future file in step number one have been automated using either Cypress or Selenium. And then lastly is these tests, when they are run, they have to generate what we call report. And that is a link is provided to these reports. When you navigate into the URL that I've provided in the video description section, it takes you to the repository, and this repository is called the QA framework. This repository contains the automated tests that have been developed using the BDD approach, and it has what we call the QA dashboard that is in the README, and this QA dashboard indicates the tests for platform, UI, that is install and upgrade, and as well tests for reference application, and then for reference application for 2.x and together for 3.x. So the current status of this test is being displayed on the dashboard. So when it is green, it will always be, you just know that it's passing, and in case it's red, you just know that that test is failing. And this status is tracked by the current push that has been done on the module. So in the simple demo, let's just, I walk you through how you can run any of these tests locally. So the steps that you can use to run these tests have been provided in the README. But just to summarize them, you just need to clone the repository onto your machine and then navigate into your repository and install the dependencies by running the command mvn then install. And then after that, you can run the command npm run. This command shows you the list of all the scripts of different tests. So when you want to run any of these tests, for example, for the inpatient, this test about the inpatient test, you just need to type npm run and the name of the script. And then you enter. When you enter, the test will run. As the test is running, there are some settings that you can do for your use case, and these settings reside in a file called test.properties. Let me search here that file. Test.properties. Yeah, the file is here. This is where you can set your server. In this case, our tests are running on QA instance over Jira on GitHub Action and as well on Bamboo. Then you here you can set your driver, whether Firefox or Chrome, and also you can make some changes in headless. If you want true means the test will run in the background, and if it's false, then the test will run uh, in the UI. And in this case, our test here, as it's running, I've just decided to use a demo server. That was my preference, and I'm running on Firefox engine and in a headless mode. So there's nothing that you will see on the UI popping up, but the test will be running as you see. So as the test is running, when these tests are run, they provide what we call the report. And this report, for you to get the report now, for example, you're running for the inpatient, you just come to the test, to the dashboard here, and you click in the test badge here. When you click in it, you just need to come to the current plan that has been built. Then you click in build. Then you come to the job called run QA framework on Selenium. So you come down to the summary of the build, and the link is provided right here. This is the link which says view your report, your Cucumber report. When you click in that link, it takes you to the report. And as well, you can as well, oh yes, it has opened. So this it shows you that how many scenarios have passed, and in this case it is 100%, and it is showing it one passed and showing green. So you can expand this feature file, and this feature file contains uh, the scenarios that have been run. As well, whenever we have CI done on the module, we get the report for all the feature files. So in this case, for example, for this, you come to the QA framework module, and then you click this. I'm considering the current plan that was built. Um, you come to the logs, and then for you to see you just need to click in view. There it was showing partially. So you come down to the summary of the test, and you are able to get that link, and the link is here. So when you copy this link and paste it in the browser, let me paste it here. It is loading. This link it will show the summary. When it loads, it should show the summary of all the feature files that have been run. So those feature files holds what we call user stories. So here it shows you that yes, it has run. They're all 100% passed, and then it shows you the last time when it has run and the duration. So these are different feature files that are present in the module with their respective uh, automated steps. So when you expand any of these, it shows you the steps that the user does on the system. And we have different scenarios here now, for example, vitals and trage. We have a normal vital, then vitals under minimum value. How is it treated by the system? And then those that are vitals that are over, and how a user can edit a vital. When you go back to, sorry, when you go back to the summary of the build here, you're able to see when the test has run. It shows you that it shows you the duration of the test, and has run one and build success. I'm so grateful to the fellowship administration for giving me the opportunity to be a fellow in the second cohort of OpenMRS Fellowship Program. Thanks for your precious time. and thanks for watching.